Got an awesome homebrew project to share with you, and this is Ed Averett's Odyssey 2 Inspiration Pack, and this is offered by Good Deal Games in the US and Digital Fluff in the UK. Oh my gosh, this is a really interesting project in which you can play Odyssey 2 games on your ColecoVision. 24 games programmed by Ed Averett have been converted, and you're probably wondering, how is this possible? And so, talking to Good Deal Games, it's this cartridge contains special hardware that turns the ColecoVision into a 3 microprocessor system. The original Z80 and 2 ARM cores. The first ARM core runs the ROM emulation, and the second core runs the rest of the game mechanics. And so, pretty awesome. This is, engineering wizardry, and really sweet to see this. As it's not perfect, but still, playing Odyssey 2 games on a ColecoVision. I'm actually capturing footage through a Phoenix, which is an FPGA that can play ColecoVision games. And so, yes, pretty crazy. Here's all the 24 games that you can play on this, and some of the most classic games on the Odyssey 2. Some favorites. Unfortunately, the original K.C. Munchkin is not offered. It's not legally allowed to do so, but K.C.'s Crazy Chase. So here's what you get. You get this kind of like a retro TV around your screen, and then inside you can play Odyssey 2 games. Pretty faithful. Not 100%. There's a couple color bleed issues as well as sound, but you know what? Overall, I thought the experience was very enjoyable. And for people that are never going to pick up an Odyssey 2, have a ColecoVision, you may want to consider this. Fairly expensive card as well, $90. But due to the extra hardware needed to run this, I understand. Here's Attack of the Time Lord. The other thing I wish this cart had was activation of the voice option for the original Odyssey 2 games that, took advantage of it. This is one of them. But still, here it is. And plays pretty great. I am very, very impressed with how well this actually runs. I didn't run it on original hardware, and so it could even run better on that. But yeah, they also did some other changes, and some Odyssey 2 games played with controller 1 while some games use controller 2. What they've done is they went and altered all the ROM files so that all the games use controller 1 for single player games, and of course the second controller is for player 2. And so many of these games are 2-player games. You may want to check it out. And some play better than others. You know what? But I wanted to just show some of the games, not all the games, some of the favorites that people are going to jump right into, and I'm going to share some of my favorites. And so, Attack of the Time Lord that I previously showed, that's one of my favorite classic shooter games on the Odyssey 2. And everybody's going to have their favorite, and there's going to be people that, I wish this game was on there. It's just all the games that Ed Averett programmed. In 4 years, he programmed 24 games for the Odyssey 2. He's on contract work. Freedom Fighters is kind of an overlooked gem for the Odyssey 2. I didn't use the 2 control scheme, which is actually a better way of playing this, but I just wanted to show it. Here it is. Here it is running. Very difficult game, by the way. But I like this one and found out about this game watching Mark from Classic Game Room back in the day. And I did an awesome video on it, and just love that it's offered here. And so you're going to have your favorites. K.c.'s Crazy Chase is on here. And by the way, if you like oddball stuff like this, I cover a wide range of things. Consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell, as I love covering oddities such as this on my channel. And K.c.'s Crazy Chase was what K.c. Munchkin had to be reprogrammed for, as Atari took them to court, and it was a lawsuit, and they no longer can be sold. But K.c.'s Crazy Chase, I think, is a better game, and you're munching around. It's definitely a parody of Atari with a centipede-like enemy that you're eating. I think that's pretty awesome, and it's really one of the better games offered on this multi-cart. Odyssey. So yes, yeah, playing Odyssey 2 games on a ColecoVision. That's pretty strange. I never would have thought the day in which that was possible, but here we are. And we live in a great time in which you're seeing these kind of mix of technology, both old and new, into new projects. And I definitely recommend checking out Good Deal Games. I purchased things from there from many, many, many years. Everything. They even have oddities, like they have a CDI homebrew game. I wanted to do a video on that, just didn't get around to it. Here's definitely one of the better games on the Odyssey 2, and this is Pickaxe Pete. I did a video on this many, many years ago. I'm not playing great here at all, but just wanted to show it, and as I think this is like kind of their answer to Donkey Kong, and maybe something else. I missed the key there to get to the next stage. And so, yes, this is a timeless classic, and I know many people remember growing up with this. And, you know, I need to get my pick down at the bottom of the screen. Very difficult to avoid enemies. But, yeah, you may want to definitely check this out and play this game, as it is one of the best. UFO is another one of my favorites, as it's kind of a take on asteroids. And really enjoy the control scheme here, as you have to kind of maneuver your shot around. And you have this like shield, but then when you fire, you lose it. And really a cool shooter, classic shooter game, and another one of my favorites on. And I'm really happy that it's included here. And once your ship gets hit, you then kind of can then attempt to crash and burn into an enemy. Been enjoying this one for many, many years. And I like the control scheme, and it's well done here. And so, yeah, this project's not perfect, but at least they attempted it. And there's a few games, I think, that have some control issues. One other big thing I kind of wish that came with this $90 project is more instruction manual content for each individual game, to understand the game a little bit more. It would have been nice to have kind of an overview of games. Here are the 3 board games that come bundled in. I didn't know Ed Averitt did the board games for the Odyssey 2. And so without, getting out the actual original release, which I do have, I forget how to play this. And there's many physical pieces that came with this. And so, but it is included here, kind of neat, if you want a nice crisp screen. And so there's also a bonus game, Casey's Escape. And this was a homebrew game using the KC character, and it plays very differently. And so I kind of enjoy playing this. I did pick one of these up at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo in 2017, where I met Ed Averitt in person, where he signed my KC's Crazy Chase. And it was just awesome to talk to him, as he's a fantastic programmer. So what do you think? This is a pretty crazy project, and you can go to Good Deal Games. I don't know if it's available still. You may want to check it out. And thank you for coming to my channel and watching this oddity. If you like what you see, consider hitting the like and subscribe button and clicking the bell, as I'm uploading videos every week. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. This is the Immortal John Hancock, and you take care.